The night before my second surgery, the doozy one, I had a very vivid dream. It was about a man who saved thousands of lives over the course of his own life. The details really aren't important. Really what I wanted to get to is that at the end of his own life, there was something he wanted to be remembered for, not for all the lives he'd saved, but for a social group, the time he'd spent with some friends every Sunday night, just playing pool, eating pizza, playing video games, just getting together. And that's kind of what this next episode of Brain Cancer Diaries is all about. Things get a little weird. Sorry, it's a little dark and spooky, but hey, here we go. Hey everybody, just wanted a quick interruption before we got into the episode proper here, explain kind of what Little Love is. Speaking of Little Love, thank you everybody who ordered a shirt. I'm wearing mine right now. Hope you are getting yours. I appreciate every little bit. You guys have, I know, 25 to 35 bucks isn't much for some, it's a lot for others. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to order a shirt for me, help us out with some bills. Speaking of bills, some people have actually asked if they could still order a shirt. No, we wanted to keep it limited edition. We might do a GoFundMe, but I wanted to actually give a quick shout out to a guy named Byron King, who's been has his own brain cancer battle going on. He's actually been doing it for over a decade, a little more serious than mine, but he needs some help out. I'll put some links down below here in the episode description and all that before we get going here. Just a quick side note, GoFundMe. I came across this statistic that 1 in 3 campaigns are medical related. In fact, actually there's so much money raised on GoFundMe that GoFundMe should be considered one of America's largest insurers. I don't know what your political opinions are, but that's kind of messed up if you think about it. Anyway, that's my little soapbox something to think about. We'll probably get into that in some later episodes once we get through some things. But first I want to talk about this idea of little love, and here we go. Hey guys, so this idea of little love, what is it? So I was telling you a little bit earlier about the dream. And like I said, a lot of the details don't matter. I guess the idea is that there's different types of love. I think most often when we think of love, we think of big love, things like something you feel for a partner or a spouse, for a child, or even a pet. It's big things when you think of them. But little love is like sort of the small stuff, the little stuff that happens every day that maybe you overlook. Things to me like little love is the text message you guys send me. That's little love. It may not mean much to you at the moment, but it means the world to me at the time. In this dream, this guy, his idea of little love was those Sunday nights, the time the one buddy finally picked up the check, just eating a pizza together, enjoying the moment together. I just remember the night before my second surgery, thinking about a lot of things, thinking about actually my parents and thinking about my relationship with my mother, which is, like most mother-son relationships, has its ups and downs. But you know what? It's always, everything she does, even sometimes it drives me a little crazy, is always from a place of love, little love. So it's, I guess the whole point of this particular episode is just to cherish the love. I'm not gonna sing anymore, sorry. Cherish the small moments that you have with your friends. Think about that, my martial arts friends, like a great sparring session, or you're drilling together and you kind of have a breakthrough in your training. It's hanging out with friends, you're out with your kids. One time your kid just does something really silly. Cherish that. That's a little love moment. I don't know where I'm going with all this, but it's something that weighs really heavily on me right now, especially because it's often the difference between me staying in this position, kind of laying down, and me sitting up, during the course of the day, letting the blood rush, or even better, maybe even taking a little walk here. I'm gonna go show you kind of what my life is like here. Maybe just get up. Sorry about the darkness, but I kind of want to let you see what my life is like. A little dizzy right now. I had some bad withdrawals from some steroids, so I'm a little dizzy right now, so I'm taking my time here, being safe. You know, here's our sunroom. Hey, that little love is the difference between me spending the day laying down in bed, or maybe me hanging out here working on some reading or doing something different in a nice little pretty environment. Cherish this pretty backyard that we are so very fortunate to have. So I guess it's kind of the difference. You ever know that those moments of little love, the big differences they can make in somebody's life when they really need them? And I really need them right now, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this junk is hard. Every day is a struggle. Just the difference between me getting up, laying down all day and coming out to the sunroom, not feeling like a patient, getting that patient mentality going. It's huge. So just keep the little text messages coming, not just to me, but maybe send a text message to a friend. Just let them know you're thinking of them and say, hey man, it's cool. You don't need to tell them you love them if you're not comfortable with that, but just tell them, hey man, I'm thinking of you. Thank you for all the good times. And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this little love episode. And one last thing, guys, got this package here in the mail today. Really means a lot to me. Inside, look, in the front it says Iron Man. On the back it says Mighty Mongoose. A little act of love from somebody. Not sure who sent it to me. I actually don't want to know. All I gotta say is this was a huge act of little love. Those who have been paying close attention know that one of my goals is, by the time I'm 50, was to do an Ironman before this all hit. That's still my goal. It's gonna be a little bit harder to hit, but I got a plan in place. I don't have as much time to achieve it, but I think I can still do it. It's realistic based on the research that I've done. Also, too, I still also want to win an IBJJF black belt match at some point. So here we go. Last 2 episodes of Brain Cancer Diaries. You're going to be seeing me wearing this hat, either doing an Ironman or winning a jiu-jitsu match. So let's do this. I got 3.5 years still left to do this if all goes according to plan. So anyway, that's it for now. See you next time. Episode 5 already? Wow, crazy.